If you leave a rubber band outside and then try to use it a few weeks later, the rubber band would snap. This is the same when you age and fail to stretch regularly. Your muscles would end up tight, and that leads to joint issues.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Mobility University. The video that you just watched was myself. Currently right now as I'm filming this video, I'm 35 years old. I played basketball in high school, I played basketball in college, I played a little bit of semi-pro. And a little bit about me, my name is Evans Ojwang. I'm from the Seattle area, Seattle, Washington, if you're watching this and you're out of the United States. And I stopped playing basketball when I was 23. So when I was 23, I stopped playing basketball. And shortly after that, I developed some knee pain. So what happens is I stopped playing basketball. I started working like a whole lot. And when you start working a whole lot, you're sitting down. You're doing a lot of sitting down. I was working in front of a computer. So you're working, you're sitting down, and when you sit down, your glutes turn off. So your glutes and all those muscles in your legs that are supposed to be working are turned off. So because as human beings, we were not meant to just sit down for 8, 9, 10 hours a day. We were meant to move around, to hunt, to go get food, to go get water, to walk to different destinations. So our feet are supposed to always be moving. We're supposed to be standing up. We can sit down, but it's never for 8, 9, 10 hours. So that's what I was doing for a few years. And I tried to go back and play basketball like I used to, and something was wrong with my knee. And I felt a snap when I went up for a dunk, or I went up, and not a snap, but like a sharp pain. So I felt the sharp pain, and then it got worse and worse. And then I went to the doctor and for the knee pain. But then they did a ultrasound, and they found out I had a torn quad. And I didn't even know I had a torn quad. And that just caused a whole lot of issues. And because as an athlete, when you feel sore or you feel pain, you think that you're just sore from exercise. You don't think that it's anything alarming, you know. So I had a torn quad, and a lot of the muscles, then when I went to physical therapy, a lot of the muscles on my legs, my glutes, my back, they were all out of whack. Meaning when I was squatting, the wrong muscles are being activated. Like there's a muscle right on your hip flexor called the TFL. So it's called the TFL, and it's a little like triangle type of a muscle. And that muscle was doing what the quad was supposed to be doing. And then also it was working harder than the quad and the glutes because the quads were turned up, were on over, the quads were working more than they should because the glutes were turned off. So now me running, jumping, and any kind of exercise I was doing with my legs, my quad is going to be dominant because my glutes are turned off because I'm sitting down so long, I've been inactive for so long. And then your hamstrings, so everything is tight. My calves are extremely tight. And all this stuff I didn't realize beginning my physical therapy journey. After thousands of dollars spent, I spent money with pain institutes, like these little clinics that specialize in pain. Physical therapy, doctors, and throughout this process is when I realized a lot of medical professionals don't really know what they're talking about. And sometimes they can't help you because it's your body and you know how you feel, you know what's going on, so they can point you towards the right direction, but you have to help yourself. because they don't know how to help you. Even the masseuse or people massaging you, it's not strong enough. They're not hitting the right points. Sometimes it's I'm 6'3" and 200 plus pounds, and somebody who's massaging me is like 140 pounds, and they just don't have the strength and they're not used to massaging an athlete, so they don't have the strength to take knots out from certain muscle, especially on the legs, the big muscles, and they just don't have the strength. So I made this program or this course so you can uh, get rid of joint pain on your own. Get rid of joint pain on your own, and the way you do it is through uh, the RSS formula. I call RSS. That means you need to roll. Roll meaning you're rolling these knots out of your muscles, because joint pain comes from tight muscles, and overuse, and tight muscles, and then you overuse the wrong muscle that is supposed to be. So basically, your muscles are tight, and then the muscle that's supposed to be dominant in that activity is not active. So because it's not active and you still want to do that activity, your body is going to activate another muscle. So that other muscle is overworking, which causes joint pain. So now your knee is taking all the force when you're running, you're jumping, you're squatting, and your quads and your glutes and your hamstrings and your calves and your soleus muscle, all those, and even your glute and your back, lower back, they're all supposed to be working together to accomplish the squat or to run or to jump. But some of those muscles are turned off. Now your knee is taking a lot of the work. It's doing a lot of the work. So that's what this program is for, and I wanted to put it together. So in combination with the products that you're buying, a lot of the products that you're buying are going to work for you, but the long-term benefits and the long-term cure, if I can use that word, is doing this work. Meaning you're rolling and then you're stretching. Once you roll, means you release that muscle. Maybe so when the muscle is tight or the muscle went through injury, is going to there's going to be something called scar tissue. So if you didn't address that injury or it didn't heal the correct way, there's going to be scar tissue over the muscles. What that does, it creates tight muscles. So you want to roll that scar tissue out. Massage, roll. So it's deep tissue massaging. So you could use a lacrosse ball. You can use medicine balls. You can use a Graston technique using the stainless steel massage method, and then also massage guns, and also other small little devices that are like trigger point type of devices that can really get a knot out of your muscles. So all these things, I've used them all, and they all worked to help me. Once you've rolled all of those knots out of your body, now you need to stretch. You need to stretch and become flexible. Stretching means all your muscles. Now you're stretching. Now your muscles. You want to elongate your muscles, and you want your muscles to breathe. You want blood. So basically, it helps with circulation. And a lot of older people, a lot of men with erectile dysfunction and things like that, it's all because you're not getting the proper circulation most of the time. You're not getting the proper. Obviously, there's other things when it comes with age and everything else like that. But if you're young, like myself, 30 and under, a lot of the issues come from circulation. You got to get blood in those areas. So blood has to circulate throughout your muscles from head to toe. And your veins have to be healthy. All that stuff. So then now, after you stretched, now you want to strengthen. So when you go do squats, when you go jump, when you go do leg curls, you target different muscle groups. the muscles that are supposed to be working during that exercise are going to be working because there's no knots, no scar tissue, or anything that's stopping them from working in the correct way. And then also, you know what I mean? So that's what's going to happen. And that's my method. That's what I did. You know, this happened to me in 2012 when I started feeling this pain. And then by 2016, that's when I started taking it serious. And for about a year, 2 years, I took it really, really serious. My pain was really like next level. Like I was an athlete that was playing hurt for years, and so my condition might not be as bad as might be worse. Your condition might not be as bad as mine, but for me, it took me years to get rid of the muscle imbalance that I had in my legs. So as you can see in the video before, you see me jumping, dunking, being extremely flexible, but that took effort and took a lot of time. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it, and I'm going to have videos on all the different stretches and the different techniques that I've used over the years. Also, when you purchase your product, you should have got ebooks regarding stretching, joint pain, and also specifically back pain. So if you haven't got those, they're also included right underneath this video. The ebooks are included right underneath the video. Okay? All right, guys. See you on the next video.